amigos, I hope you're doing well. I have been absent from YouTube for a while. This is attributed to pure laziness, so I apologize. But I'm back. And I think today's lesson's important. I've been going over it in my head and I haven't quite formulated it 100% yet because I think this topic is not just going to be one video. I think once I start sharing what I'm going to share today about kind of shapes and beauty and symmetry on the guitar, it's such a fundamental part of my style that I haven't really spoken to you about here on YouTube. So I don't think this is just going to be one video and like kind of explain the whole concept. I think we're going to get started today. And if you guys connect with this idea like I do in my own playing, I think we're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole here together, hopefully. So beauty and symmetry in guitar playing. Let me just play you a couple things real quick and then I'm going to talk a little bit and then I'll teach you how to play the stuff and I'll show you the approach and we'll see if we can get a light bulb switching on in your head. So some really basic stuff. What those small licks or small pieces of music had in common was that I wasn't picking notes based on, for example, what note I wanted to hear. I was picking notes based on where they lie in a scale or on a string. So it's a kind of, that's why I call it symmetry, even though it's not perfectly symmetrical in terms of folding in half. So let's go to the most basic example I can think of. On the A string, let's go 0, 2, 3. We've gone up and then up. 0, 2, 3, the notes are A, B, C. And then immediately after that I'm going to go backwards. 3, 2, 0, C, B, A. Now that's almost too obvious for words. We've gone forwards and we've gone backwards. This basic concept is something I use in my own playing an enormous amount, and it allows us to take very, very simple scales, melodies, licks, ideas, and turn them into much more complex, kind of long, rambling, interesting, whether you want to kind of play really fast and shred them or be a bit more melodic. But it allows us to take kind of really basic musical DNA and do something cool with it. So let's go one step further. Here we went 0, 2, 3. Let's go back up one more and go 5, 3, 2. So we had 3 notes ascending. Then we jumped and we had 3 notes descending. I do this kind of thing all the time, and what I'm going to do now is expand it across kind of an octave. So let me play for you, then I'll show you what I'm doing. And I'll tell you now as well with these melodic shapes, I generally at the very, very end of the lick will break the pattern. So we'll often do a repetitive kind of perfect pattern on the way up. For example, this one we go up 3 notes, jump and then down 3 notes, jump and then go up 3, down 3, up 3, down 3, you get the point. But when I get close to my target note, when I'm going to stop, in this case it'll be that A note at the octave, I break the pattern because that stops us from being like purely like a mathematical guitarist. It gives a bit of melody and a bit of feel and a bit of vibe. So there's a little tip for you. A lot of guitar music can be very pattern based, and simply by breaking the pattern at the end of the pattern, it makes the whole thing turn into a cool little bit of music rather than just a cool pattern. So those notes. As always, tabs will be on my Patreon page. I'll put the link in the comments, but I'll try and explain it the best I can. And then on Patreon, I'll put some slightly more advanced options as well. 0, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 10, 8, and then a very simple way of breaking the pattern, 10, 12. So it's the A minor pentatonic scale. The notes are 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, and that is simply A, B, C, D, E, of A minor. A minor has no sharps or flats, same as C major. It's one of the reasons I often teach here on YouTube in A minor, because it's so easy to deal with and it sounds beautiful. Something like that would be. You could also have used the 11th fret there. If we took it a step further, instead of doing 3 notes up, 3 notes down, we could do 4 notes up, 4 notes down. Something like that. There really is no limit to the shapes you can make, and using very simple patterns of 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s and so on, you can do all kinds of incredible things. I'll show you one more that might be worthy of thinking about. So we might go up 4 but only down 3. That's just to show you it doesn't have to be, and I use the term symmetrical even though I know these pieces of music are not truly symmetrical, but when I talk, maybe I should have used the words like balanced. Maybe they're balanced, they're not symmetrical, they're balanced, because we might go up and then we go down, then we go up a little bit more, then we go down, and so on and so forth. One more simple example, then I'm going to wrap it today. I truly hope I'm not babbling. I'm really just trying to introduce you to this concept and maybe get you thinking about the guitar in a slightly different approach. Like I said, this is how I think all the time. So on the high E string, 0, 1, 4, 5, and then we can go down 7, 5, 4, 1. Once again, we've gone up 4 and down 4. If you include open strings in between each note, that's the kind of thing I play all the time when you play it fast. Now I'll do each note twice, so I'll go like 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 4, 0, 4. That kind of idea. All of a sudden, this really basic shape starts to sound super, super cool. So I'll tab that out for you guys on Patreon. Thank you for watching. I hope you understood, and I'm going to need your help with this one. Please leave comments. I do read them. And if you leave me constructive, intelligent comments explaining what's working and what's not, and what I'm explaining well and what I'm explaining poorly, I will appreciate it. I will not get offended. I'll take it on board and we'll keep making these lessons better. And I'm just trying to share my lifetime of loving the guitar with anyone out there that might be interested. Thank you so much. Practice hard. I'll see you soon.